Brazil!
Thank you. My name is Yuki and I will introduce education in Brazil. In Brazil there is also the online educations too, as we use like Skype and emails, and also maybe they are using Facebook or social network service. And young people tend to enjoy their body arts, like piercing and tattoos on their bodies. The trend of tattoo is Japanese kanji. Maybe you have seen some kanji on their body. And students doing it in Brazil. And I think there's many activities, but I would like to focus on sports activities in Brazil. There's soccer. I think it's famous. Students tend to play soccer while they are free, and as this picture shows, Brazil 5 times won at the World Cup, and Brazil national soccer team is also always world top 5. And why boys plays soccer, girls plays volleyball, and also boys play volleyball, but yeah, girls like volleyball. And this is a picture of beach volleyball, and this is a volleyball. And girls also enjoy cheerleading soccer, and the volleyball national team, both women and men, is top, first prize. And there is a carnival which is in Rio de Janeiro, and I think all of you know about that. And why I picked this is because schools participate in the carnivals like this. Maybe the picture is not different before this page, but schools participate in the carnival. I think it's really surprising thing, because when we are in school and maybe when teachers say let's participate in carnival, maybe we are going to maybe not feel that, I think, but they really love this. And education system is almost like almost same in Japan like this, but the going to university rate is really low. In Japan, students going to university is almost 60%, but in Brazil there is only 23% is going to university. I think there is difference about the consciousness to going to university. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, next. My name is Ikako and I will talk about media in Brazil. In Brazil, main media are TV, radio, newspaper, magazine, and social media. First, I will talk about TV. TV now still has strong effect to citizens, and this is called telenovela. It means TV drama in English. Telenovela is Latin word, and telenovela is very popular for Brazilian people and young Brazilian people. And it has one drama has over 100 stories, so very long stories. Next, newspaper. There are no newspaper with the national circulation in Brazil. This newspaper with national circulation means zenkokushi in Japanese, like Asahi, Yomiuri newspaper. But existing leading newspaper per local area, it means chihoshi in Japanese, like I use Brazilian example, Lance, Journal Tal, and Abor, and so on. Then next, I will talk about social media in Brazil. I really want to focus on this topic because 86% of Brazilian people uses some kind of social media. This rate is very high rate compared to other countries. Now I will talk about two popular social media in Brazil. First, Orkut. This is managed by Google since 2004, and this social media site similar to other social networking sites like watching video and communicate with friends. And total users are 1 billion people, but half of users are Brazilian people. It is very surprising thing, and most users are youth people between 18 to 24 years old. So Orkut has strong effect to Brazilian society, but now Facebook has power more than Orkut. Then I will explain about Facebook users' age distribution. 38% of people who are 18 to 24 people using Facebook, and 35% of users are between 25 to 34 years old. So most users are youth. Then I will explain why social media is so popular in Brazil. Because I want to tell the reason by explaining Brazilian people's characteristics. There are many races in Brazil, but Brazilian people less have prejudice or doing some discrimination. Brazilian people like to say joke or humor to friends or families, and they cherish their relationship between family and their friends. They also cherish the real world communication, and both real world communication and on the internet communication. So social media is very popular. So in conclusion, most Brazilian using social media, and most users are youth. So youth culture is making or created through the social media. That's all. Thank you. Oh, this is a link. Thank you.
My name is Yuko. I will talk about entertainment of Brazilian youth culture. In Brazil, Japanese anime and manga is very popular. Also, cosplay and karaoke is popular too. First, I talk about Japanese anime and manga. This is popular anime and manga. Naruto and Seitoshi Seiya and Dragon Ball. Saint Seiya and Dragon Ball. And Anime Dreams. I will talk about Anime Dreams. This is anime festival in Brazil at São Paulo for 3 days. 25,000 people came this festival. Please look at this photograph. Many Brazilian people look at this anime poster, Japanese anime poster. This shows many people are interested in Japanese anime. And this picture is anime festival. Many people came this festival. And this festival are crowded. And a cosplay contest is held in this anime festival.
Where is the anime festival?
Anime Dreams.
Where?
Brazil, São Paulo.
Sao Paulo. Thank you.
And cosplay is that people wear some costume about character of Japanese anime. For example, Naruto and Inuyasha and Sailor Moon. Please look at this this photo. Many people wear some costume. Many people wear samurai costume and sailor fuku. They think this is Japanese tradition. And anime contest. It is this was held in Anime Dreams Festival. This is karaoke contest. People sing the theme song of Japanese anime. They enjoyed this. And why Japanese manga and anime is so popular? There is two reasons. One is there are many Japanese community in Brazil, and the other is there are many Japanese immigrants. Now world was changed by the internet, so Japanese anime is soon translated into Portuguese. So I think Japanese anime getting more and more popular. That's all.
Okay, so the last part of our presentation is also about Brazilian youth culture, but I focus more on technology and art and culture itself. So first, it's about technology and media. Many people in Brazil now listen to rock music and hip hop music that are from USA, and they also listen to music outside of their house. They use portable devices such as iPods, mobile phones, and their portable game devices to watch their favorite music shows and their musicians' live videos. Okay, the next part is about media. They search, they watch news, they use emails all from MSN, not Google, Yahoo, or Bing like we do. And they use MSN often to gather information and search for different types of information. And they also use Skype as much as we do today to communicate with different people, like family, friends, and people who they added as a friend on through Facebook. So by focusing more on culture, they play skateboards and surfing as most American young people do, but they also enjoy Brazilian breakdance. This is a special type of dance that requires nothing but only music. And the music is what they already have, so this is more popular among young people in Brazil than skateboarding and surfing. Also, Brazilian football is also popular, and kids usually make their own rules to play football, such as increasing the number of balls, reducing or increasing the players. Interestingly, they also play futsal. Futsal is a similar type of sport as football, but the main reason of playing futsal is to practice their skills for football. Okay, lastly, technology and culture. Graffiti arts are great examples of technology and culture mixed together in Brazil. There are professional artists and amateur artists. For example, this is painted by professional artists. And then this is by amateur artists. And usually, those painters put messages behind their paintings to tell different meanings to different people. So for example, this painting shows maybe strong affinity on their favorite music. And they also put different messages on their paintings to ask for to inform about environmental issues. So the interesting part of these graffiti arts are that different people understand the picture differently. So every people will have different understanding of this picture. Yeah, that's all for Brazilian youth culture, and that's only few of the technology and cultural examples of what's popular in Brazil. So I hope you found this interesting. And here are the links. Thank you for listening.
Okay, questions?
Okay, so my question.
There you go. Bring it.
How many of you enjoy dancing in the street? No one. Okay, you too. Maybe,
Sometimes.
yeah, maybe the reason for this is because there are more different types of entertainment in Japan compared to Brazil. Yeah, so yeah, all the computers are surrounded and portable devices. Everyone has some sort of devices, so they enjoy those more than dancing in the street. Okay.
I have a question. Thank you for your presentation. It was really lovely. Some of the artwork that you were presenting about today,
Yeah, good.
Hideaki.
Yeah.
So, as you were speaking about them, yeah, actually that was the one. That was the one. That was the photo. You said that, I think you said that people can look at it and interpret their own idea
Yeah.
of art, and that's considered graffiti?
Yeah.
So, how do you interpret that?
When I first looked at the picture, I found the picture was pretty interesting. Like, because you see the honeycomb here,
The what? Honeycomb.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then trees and like people enjoying music, and the footprint. So it looks like the people walking on the desert, and then here's the ocean. You know, so when I look at this picture, I found it was pretty interesting and fun. But some people may receive the message differently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good, thank you.
Yeah, I have a question for the painting too. Is it okay to paint on the wall in Brazil?
No, it's not. It's not okay, but they enjoy painting on walls and the buildings. So, like for example, this is painted by professional artists. So they first get permission from the owner, and then they.
There you go.
Yeah, but for this one, no, it's a public wall, so it's not allowed. But young people in Brazil enjoy painting on the wall to tell different messages to different people.
Thank you.
So Yoko, why is there such a large Japanese community in Brazil?
Sorry, one more please.
Sure. You said there's a large community of Japanese people in Brazil, maybe Sao Paulo. Why is that?
Anyway,
Japanese people decided, hey, let's go to Brazil? Okay, well, why is there so many Japanese people in Brazil? If you don't know, just say you don't know so we can move on.
I don't know.
Okay, thank you. Stand up. Ask a question.
Can I ask a question? Let me see. The number of going to university is very low. Is it easy to find jobs in Brazil?
In my opinion, Japanese style of to apply for a job
You can sit down now.
is
You can sit down now.
I think it's too formal thing in the world compared with other countries, I think. So maybe in Brazil people have job as locally, I think, and people who is going to university and get job is, I think the place is really really few, and so this is the number, I think.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a question for this page.
Right.
Why it says going to middle school, 121.1%. 121.1%. So why is it over 100%? More people.
Usually on the website there was two kinds of numbers, and which was fewer than 100, and which was the other thing is this. But going to university late looks like this is correct, so I choose this, and it got over 100.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.